Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to the Diz Quiz. As always, I'm your host, Tommy T, and I'm so sorry that it's been a little while since we last had some Disney fun. It does take me a lot of time to write the questions, to coordinate the contestants, to record the shows, and then to edit them. It's a big undertaking, and sometimes I just don't have enough time to get those episodes out as much as I would like, but I'm going to do my best to, whenever I can, record new episodes and bring them to you. So however you're enjoying this show, whether it's YouTube or podcast services, I really appreciate you being back with me even after a little hiatus. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent in the coming weeks and months, but we've got a good show for you right now, so I don't want to waste any more time here at the top. Let's head right into it and meet our contestants. And it is time to meet this week's contestants here on the Diz Quiz. We have Jen and we have Maria. Thank you guys for being here with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So let's get to know you a little bit. Jen, why don't you tell everybody about what you're doing at Oh Sweet Disney and all your Disney food fun that you're up to?
Yeah, so I run a Disney website called ohsweetdisney.com. We do Disney-inspired and Disney park recipes. We have hundreds of recipes up on the site that you can print, and me and my team, we have a team of about 6 people, and we just create all the Disney park recipes that we love, and then Disney-inspired ones that we either make up or we find online. It's just kind of a food, bringing the Disney home into your kitchen. So walk from our Disney kitchens to your. It's fun.
That's awesome. And we'll get to some Disney food-related questions a little bit later in the game, in round 2. But first, we have to meet our other contestant, who is Maria of the Disney Driven Life. Hey, Maria, why don't you tell everybody about your site?
Hi. Well, I run the Disney Driven Life, and Disney Driven Life was started in 2009 by J.L. Knopp, the original neurotic Disney mom. She's moved on with bigger and better Disney things, so I took over the community-based website, and we are all about bringing Disney into your home and how to live a Disney life when you can't necessarily be at Disney. So that's how we run.
That's the secret magic, right? That we're all looking for, that way to get a little bit of Disney into our everyday lives. So very awesome. Okay, well, before we head into some trivia, let's go over the rules really quick. So the show is broken up into 2 parts. Part 1, we'll have 2 rounds of 50-50 style questions, so there'll only be 2 possible answers for each one of those, and those are worth 1 point each. After each round, the person who is behind will go first for the next round. And then for the second half, no more 50-50. There'll be questions you'll just have to answer, and those are worth 2 points each. And in that round, we also introduce stealing. So if one person gets the question wrong, the other person has the opportunity to steal those points. And in our very last, our 4th and final round, we go back and forth. So before that first 3 rounds, I'll ask one of you 5 questions, then the other. But in the final one, we go back and forth at the same time as we get towards that ending. And usually it can be pretty close there down the stretch. We had a tie recently. We had somebody win on the last question recently. So it tends to be pretty tight with these. So that back and forth kind of adds some extra drama to the ending there. But that's a long ways away. We're going to start it off with our first category, which is Magic Kingdom true or false questions. So these are true or false questions that are just about the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. So who wants to go first, or who does not want to go first?
Jen can go first.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Jen is going first in our Magic Kingdom true or false. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Well, so I think you're already going to sigh when I ask you this first question, but true or false, the Magic Kingdom opened in 1970?
False.
That is false. All right, we're off to a good start. It is actually 1971. A year later. All right, next question. The Magic Kingdom's original fireworks show was called Fantasy in the Sky.
Okay. I have no idea. I'm going to go with false.
It is true, actually. Fantasy in the Sky was the original, ran for many years before Wishes came around. Okay, next question. On Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin, the highest rank you can get is Galactic Hero. True or false?
True.
That is true.
I got that one. I was really excited.
Yes, it's if you know where those 100,000 point targets are, it gets a little bit easier. And if your ride stops around one of those, it gets really easy.
Well, that's the only way I got it. It stopped right in front of one.
Yes. All right, next question up. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is the only Magic Kingdom attraction that is not based on a movie. True or false?
That is not based on a movie? False.
Yeah. False, yeah. I mean, there's plenty not based on movies, whether it's Space Mountain or Tomorrowland, Speedway, the Transit Authority. Yeah, I mean, go on and on, but that is not the only one. And our final question for you of this round. The first drop on Splash Mountain is called Slippin' Falls. So that first little drop you go down.
True.
It is true.
Okay.
I didn't know that one.
There's a little sign next to you when
Okay.
if you look. There's a little sign that says "Slippin' Falls" right before you're about to go down. All right, so Jen, you did 4 out of 5. Good stuff there. Let's see if Maria can stay in step with you here. You ready to go, Maria?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, first one for you. Magic Kingdom, true or false? On opening day, Magic Kingdom admission was only $3.50.
I'm going to say true.
That is true. It's amazing what inflation and Disney's, we'll just call them economic strategies, can do to the pricing when you look at what it is today. All right, next question. On the Haunted Mansion, one of the hitchhiking ghosts is named Percy.
False.
True or false? False. For style points, do you know what the names are? The 3 names?
Goodness, I know one's Ezra.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
It is Ezra, Phineas, and Gus.
Oh, I knew that.
Are the 3. All right, next question. The Monsters, Inc. laugh floor replaced the extraterrestrial alien encounter ride in Tomorrowland.
False.
False. What did it replace? Once again, for no points.
Wasn't it the Eastern Dream Flight ride or something like that?
No, so that was actually where Buzz Lightyear is now, right on the other side.
Okay.
But where Monsters, Inc. is now was the Timekeeper.
Okay.
Robin Williams, the Circle Vision type movie, which I really enjoyed. I kind of missed that one. All right, next question. Space Mountain's 2 tracks, so it's got the 2 separate tracks you can go on, are named Alpha and Omega.
True.
That is true. You can see the signs right before the queue splits. It says, I forget which side is which actually now that I think about it, but Alpha and Omega. And the last one here in Magic Kingdom, true or false for you. Splash Mountain is the tallest of the Disney Magic Kingdom mountains. True or false?
I'll go true.
It is false, actually.
Yeah.
Big Thunder is about 15 feet taller or so right next door.
I would have said true, too.
Splash is not my favorite ride, so I don't do that one very often.
You take that back. That ride is awesome.
It's one of my favorites. All right, so we're tied up at 4-4. So I guess we'll keep going back to Jen here since we're tied up. And our next category is going to be, I'm going to give you 2 Disney movies, and you're going to tell me which one released first. And these are going to span animation. They're going to be Pixar and live action stuff as well. So it's a mix of all of those. But I'll give you the 2 titles, and you'll tell me the one that came out first in theaters. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so your first one for which one came first is Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty?
Sleeping Beauty.
It is Cinderella,
Ugh.
1950, and then Sleeping Beauty in 1959. Okay, next
Thought
one.
I said it quickly and with confidence.
Right,
it would be right.
Maybe you just tricked me. Okay, next one is The Mighty Ducks or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
You got it. That one's 1989 and Mighty Ducks 1990. I didn't write down 2, I think. 2 or 3 Mighty Ducks. But definitely Honey, I Shrunk the Kids definitely came first. Okay, next one. Finding Nemo or Monsters, Inc.?
Monsters, Inc.
Monsters, Inc. is correct. 2001 and Nemo in 2003. Okay, now we have the Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, Curse of the Black Pearl, or the Haunted Mansion movie.
I'm going with the Haunted Mansion movie.
This was a tricky one, but while Haunted Mansion came out in November 2003, Pirates came out in July of 2003, the very same year. Which it was crazy to see that, because they tried to do those theme park adaptations the same year, and one worked out for them and one not so much.
But have you seen Haunted Mansion?
I've seen Haunted Mansion. In my opinion, they got the references to the ride they did a very good job with that, with like referencing the ride with the music and like the characters and stuff. The plot and the characters did not quite come together the way I would have liked. But rumors are that they're working on another one of those, not in that same franchise, but doing a new Haunted Mansion movie at some point. So that something to look forward to, that they can get it right this time around, hopefully.
Forget the first one existed.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so last one for you, Jen, is Pocahontas or The Lion King?
Pocahontas.
It is The Lion King. 1994 for The Lion King and 95 for Pocahontas. So just 2 out of 5 there on that one. It's a tough one.
It's something.
Yeah, you got a couple. I mean, if the year is not your strength, like you were telling me before we started, then 2 out of 5 ain't bad. Maria, how you feeling about this one? Do you know your years or not so much?
I don't know. We'll see. I know more of the classic ones than the newer ones.
All right, so we're gonna start you off with this one then. This happens to be the next question: is Pinocchio or Fantasia?
I'm gonna say Fantasia.
It is Pinocchio, actually.
Of course it is.
Another trick one, because they came out the same year, but Pinocchio in February and Fantasia in November of 1940. All right, how about this one? This is a fun one. National Treasure or Herbie Fully Loaded? That's the Lindsay Lohan one.
We just watched National Treasure the other night.
So this is the first National Treasure or Herbie.
I'm going to go with Herbie.
I'm sorry, it is National Treasure 04 versus 05. These are tough. Are tough. Okay, how about this one? Pixar. Cars or The Incredibles?
The Incredibles.
It is The Incredibles. All right, you're on the board here.
Got one.
2004 and then Cars in 2006.
We are amazing.
All right, so...
We're not a movie site, right?
I know. Neither of us, so it's okay.
It's all right. All right, so we had Avengers Infinity War come out the other day, but going way back to when this whole Avengers thing was getting started, did we get Captain America first or Thor? The first ones from each.
Well, Jen probably knows I haven't seen any of those.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna go with Cap. We're gonna go Cap America.
This is another trick question where honestly it sounds like it wouldn't have helped you much, but they also came out the same year with just a few months apart. Thor in May of 2011 and Cap in July, but it was Thor that got introduced first. Let's see how you can finish, if you can finish out strong with this one to even things up. Atlantis, the Lost Empire, or Treasure Planet?
Oh, I'm gonna go Treasure Planet.
It is Atlantis. It came out a year apart. 2001 for Atlantis, 2002 for Treasure Planet. All right, so you just got one right. This was a tough category. I gotta say. So I think you guys, had your work cut out for you. So. 1 for you, Maria, for 5, and Jen 2 brings you up to 6. So things are still super close, and with round 2 being 2-pointer questions, I mean things, and with the stealing, I always say things change really quickly. So I'd pretty much call this a tie at this point, but Jen does have that extra point, which, like I said, we've seen ties and stuff, so that could be the difference maker. That's going to wrap up the questions for round one. Why don't you guys give one more plug for your sites and your social feeds and whatnot. Jen, where can they find you? What's the best place to follow?
On Twitter and Facebook, we're Oh Sweet Disney, and on Instagram, where we post all the best pictures of the foods that we make, or Oh Sweet Disney recipes.
Great, yeah. And Maria?
Okay, so for Twitter and Instagram, we are Diz Driven Life, and on Facebook, we are the Disney Driven Life.
Got it. Yeah, so definitely follow these guys, and with the recipes and for your daily Disney magic, they're on Disney Driven Life. And Jen, you write for Disney Driven Life a little bit as well, right?
I do. I write a bunch for years now. I've written recipe sites and then other articles too, but mainly recipe articles.
Awesome. So yeah, definitely check them out, and thank you guys so much, and we'll see you again for round two. So that does it for part one of this episode. Thanks again to Jen and Maria for joining me. Check them out on their websites, of course, and check us out at thedizquiz.com is now up and running. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet on the show, actually, but that kind of gives you everything you need to know about us and all the social feeds. So if you like what you're seeing, check us out over there on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube and podcast services, of course, for the main show. And I'd appreciate any sort of subscription or review you can leave us on the podcast app, comment on the YouTube video, really however you like to engage or follow along. It means a lot. I appreciate it, and we look forward to joining us for many more episodes in the future. So until next time, I've been Tommy T. This has been the Diz Quiz, and we will see you real soon. Bye-bye.